outside the Sharpville police station where the Sharpville massacre took place in 1960. What happened right here was the police were standing inside this compound just over here, and the community were coming in to come and hand over the passbooks which they were refusing to carry. Police, according to one eyewitness that I spoke to earlier, one of the policemen lifted his hand like this, and as soon as he put his hand down, they opened fire, and it lasted just a couple of minutes as the police opened fire on the crowd outside here and shot down and killed about 60 people who were coming to hand themselves over to be arrested in peaceful protest to the past laws. Now, in addition to the 60 people who were killed, about 200 or so or more than 200 were injured. And so just over here is where the Sharpville Memorial site is. They've set up a museum just to the right over there, and that's where the Sharpville Museum is. We've gone in and visited there. What's also happened here, what's quite interesting, is we've had community protests, and if you just have a look over here, there's still some smouldering over here from the community protests. What's happened is the South African government has moved the official Sharpville celebrations to Soweto, and so the community here are saying, why have you taken away our history? Why have you taken away something that really belongs to Sharpville? Are you taking away something that we're commemorating? We as a community have really suffered. I spoke to one PAC leader here who's organising a commemorative event here, and he said to me that since 1960 no South African police member, no South African police official has ever come and apologised for the atrocities that took place on that day, 21st of March 1960. The lessons I think I've learned from this day is just asking the question and saying, well, you know, here we are in the middle of Sharpville. It's still an incredibly poor community. There's a lot of economic challenges that these people are facing. The protests that I was part at, speaking to some of those people, they're still asking the questions, why so far into our democracy do we still see the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer? They're asking questions, why is the control of the economy still in the hands of a white minority? And why has economic control not been handed over to the masses? So here I stand as a white South African, middle-class South African, and the real question I have to ask is, what role am I going to play into the future of this country? And this is the challenges that we face. This is where the masses of South Africa live. It's not in the comfort and convenience that I'm used to and accustomed to. This is where poverty exists, in the townships, it's in the poor areas, and surely as a white South African I've got a role to play, and it's got to be with saying, how can I empower these people, how can I come alongside these people, how can I stand with them in their suffering, how can I speak up on behalf of the rights of the oppressed.